Broadcasting live from the basement of a Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
What's up, guys? What was that? How awesome was that? You know what? Screw it. I had so much fun doing that. I'm gonna do it one more time. Hang on with me, guys. I got to one more time. Let's see if I can. Let's do it. Hey guys, welcome back. I was so excited. I had to do it twice. Welcome one and all. Today is May the 26th, 2020. This is episode 16 of Pop Culture Warrior, the show where I stay up to date on all the ins and outs of what's happening in pop culture so you don't have to. I am CQ. I am your pop culture sensei. And with me as always is the puppy dog to my John Wick, the voice of the unpop cultured, the effervescent Mr. Radar. Are you there, buddy?
I'm here, buddy. What's up? Let's do this.
How awesome was the new intro?
Fucking love it, dude. When you sent me that, like, was it yesterday, day before? You're like, don't tell anybody. I'm like, I'll tell anybody. I think it's fucking awesome. I'm not surprised. That's awesome.
Yes, it is. It is so cool. I first want to thank everybody on the Facebook page because those images were images picked by the fans. I threw in a couple that I liked, but everybody got input into that. So that's one reason that I'm so happy with it. I'm so in love with it, is because every time I see it, it just kind of reminds me of the engagement we've had with the fans, the people that are enjoying it, and the people that are participating in it. This is your show. This is your show, and you guys have put input into it and really taken it and made it a thing. So I'm so happy with it. There's a ton of new improvements to the show that you'll see this week and even more coming next week. And I'm going to keep that train rolling. And eventually I'm going to get blinds for those windows so I don't have a bright light coming in from the back. But other than that, happy Tuesday, man. How you doing, buddy?
Doing fucking awesome, man. I'm doing really good.
That's great. That's great. Did you have a good Memorial Day?
Absolutely, I did. I went to. There's a national cemetery right by me, and I got a bunch of family in there, and I got a couple buddies in there. We went there on Friday, did all that stuff then, so we didn't have to deal with the crowds on Monday. But it was all right.
Right.
It's all right.
Right on.
How about
man.
you? How was yours, dude? You're all up in like.
I'm all up in what? Finish that sentence.
No, like there's all kinds of people around. Dude, I live in the middle of fucking BFE. Ain't nobody around me. You know what I mean? Like there's a couple old people like at the National Cemetery. I can worry about it, but like where you're at, man, it's like busy.
Yeah.
You're like people and shit. Like how does that work with like are you guys like still social distancing and shit out there? Like on lockdown or you still have your coronavirus beard? So you know, like
that's right. So that means I still haven't left the house. No, yeah, we're the governor was it? No. The governor has kind of lifted the stay at home order, but it's still like heavily advised to stay at home, as well as so my county, I won't say which county, but my county is still kind of on like an imposed lockdown. So like from the highest, like it has to get to the smallest level before everything's really kind of opened up. So they've opened up a lot, but it's still, they're still suggesting and recommending people stay home. So for now, the beard stays. The hair, as you can see, growing wildly, stays until I get to shave it again. But hey, real quick shout out to everybody that's on, man. Jenny, Mike, Shipwreck, Doc. I see Joe. I see Chad, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you like the new intro. So far, everybody's like, the boards are lighting up. Mike says it looks great. Jenny says I love it. Everybody's, it looks awesome. So yeah, man, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I really like the new intro. I love it so much. I'm this close to playing it again, but then this show will just turn into me like geeking out over my own intro. So if you want to see it, if you missed it the first time, hey Elizabeth, hey Stefan one. If you guys want to see that intro again that I just played, stick into the second hour. We'll come out of break. I'm gonna hit that intro again, and it is glorious. I love it. I love it. but I have so much more. Oh man, you have no idea. I have so many ideas, and I'm working on them. They just take. I'm not a graphic artist, so it takes me 100 times longer than someone who does it for a living. But Elizabeth says she missed it. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to either watch the replay or hang around for the second hour, and we'll come out of break and play it again. The reason to hang in.
So you play it right now. Go and play it.
Go ahead and play it. All right, one more time. One more time. Screw it. Fuck it. I put a lot of work into it. All right, we're doing it again. Everybody, hang on, and let's see. Here we go. For the masses. How amazing is that? Oop, gotta put that back down there. Man, I get hyped. I get so hyped watching that. It is so much fun. There you go. I see somebody hiding in the chats. What's up, bro? Yeah. So so much. So first of all, thank you again, everybody. Thank you for participating and joining in on helping me create that. Your suggestions were awesome. If you want to look at the replay, the recording, you can frame by frame try to find the images that you suggested and put in there. It is yeah, it blocks it. If you keep the banner up high, it blocks the window. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. I did have the banner up there. That's actually that might not be a bad idea. Have the little scrolling text banner at the top blocking the window. Now I got worried about this. So real quick before I forget, guys, you guys are awesome. You're tuning into the show. I love you all for it. You're the best. Please like the Facebook page for Pop Culture Warrior. I'm gonna do giveaways every 50 followers, every 50 likes, and right now we're at 225, so we're 25 likes away from big giveaway. So it's for you guys. If you like free stuff, share the page. Share. Get your friends to like it. I'm gonna be doing all types of kind of exclusive. Like once the show is kind of where I want it to be, I'm gonna pump out a ton of like exclusive videos on the Facebook page. We'll do movie reviews. We'll tell war stories. I'll do a name drop segment where all the stories I've met all these famous people and what they're really like in person and kind of behind the camera. So I have all that stuff planned coming up. So let's start sharing it and getting it out there. And like I said, every 50 followers we're gonna do a big giveaway. And I literally have tons of stuff. So I got one surprise here. I haven't talked about it yet, but some friends over at if you guys know the Secret Stash, right? Kevin Smith and Jay Muse have their own comic book store in New Jersey. The guys over at the Secret Stash heard about the show and they wanted to help out, and so they sent me a box of goodies, signed stuff and everything to give away on the show. So once we hit those milestones, I mean, stuff like this, I've got piles of it, and we're gonna be giving away stuff like that on the show. Ooh, shouldn't hit the camera. So yeah, very exciting stuff. But to beyond all that, ooh, I'm sorry. I'm riding high on that on the new logo, man. It's so cool.
It's fucking awesome. I'm a big question on that signed Kevin Smith stuff and all that.
Oh yeah.
Who else is eligible for those drawings?
Anyone that likes the Facebook page. What I'm gonna do, and this is what I'm gonna do, is every time we hit that 50 mark, we'll do a giveaway. It's gonna be I'll take all the names that are likes on the page, auto generator, pick a name, and so the earlier you like the page, the more chances you're gonna have to win at some point, right? Because if you like it at the first giveaway, you're entered every single time. Every time we have a giveaway. So for those people out there, if you guys want free stuff, I mean, you can see I have loads of stuff that I can't even put on walls. I've run out of space. So I have tons of stuff, and it's not used or anything, like brand new stuff and still in wrappers and autograph stuff and just it's tons of stuff that I'm really just trying to get rid of. My wife wants me to get rid of it.
Radar, that's walls. Just saying.
Well, Radar, get your friends to like the Facebook page, right? Pop Culture Warrior.
beat them up and take their shit, hang it on my wall.
That's right. That's right. Elizabeth says, "Yeah, nice. Hey, an appropriate amount of Superman." You know, I'm gonna say in that I actually took out a bunch of pictures of Superman because for some reason, like those are, he's just very cinematic to draw, very colorful to draw, and so a lot of those images kind of got when I was looking for the right images to kind of give it a nice color and balance. His Superman pictures came up a lot, and then there's like the classic, there's the 80s, there's the 90 version. You know, you had the new 52, and like there's so many different versions that he kept coming up. But I wanted a good balance. So I'll give you some tip or some hidden gems in there. You know, there's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is in there, Ghostbusters, obviously lots of comic stuff. There's Dead by Daylight's in there. Just a ton of references of things that I love and that are just pop culture. And like I said, it really all came from you guys. So I appreciate everybody pitching in and making it a fun thing. So let's maybe talk about news. Let's talk about some pop culture stuff instead of my own show, which I'm enjoying talking about. But this is for you guys. And
Right. That's us all night. We talk about pop culture stuff too. We can talk about we're cool, we're badass. We have a podcast. What's up?
That's
Just
right.
saying.
That's right. And so, speaking of John Wick,
As a call in, you can.
so yeah, guys, remember, you know, at any time you can call us. You can call us. We're a live show. So if you're seeing this right now, we are live. I will answer that call and we'll talk pop culture. But ready for the next little thing that I've worked on, and here we go. Let's see if this works. Ready? Let's do this. Let's do this, and then this. That looks good. That looks good. I like it. I told you I was going to get some sound to these things eventually, and there might be more surprises coming. But yeah, so video game news right up top. This is going to sound weird, but the John Wick creator is a guy named Derek Kolstad. And don't ask me why I know this. I just find it interesting. He's originally from Madison, Wisconsin. The guy that's created the most like legendary badass gung fu character of all time comes from Wisconsin. I don't know. I just think that's funny. All right, so this guy's the guy that he wrote and created the John Wick franchise. And now, in a recent interview, he was talking about kind of all the things that he's doing. So he was talking about how he's doing a company man for David Leitch, writing it screenplays. He's doing A Map from Nowhere for Chad Stileski at New Line Cinema. You know, he said they're both remakes of movies that he loves. He's writing A Darker Shade of Magic at Sony. And this is why I bring it up in gaming news. This is why I bring it up in gaming news. It's because he's pitching two TV series. One is called My Friend Pedro, and the other is Bendy and the Ink Machine. And for those that know games, those are both video games. Not popular games by no means. Even I had to do a little bit of digging around to really find them. But they have cult followings. They're games nonetheless, and they have cult followings. So I find it super interesting that this guy who's writing for TVs, writing for movies, created one of the most beloved franchises out right now, is a guy that's looking at little tiny indie games, and then writing pilots and trying to get them made into TV series. Hey, what's up, Timmy? Chad, what's up, man? And Tony, what's up? I just wanted to give a shout out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Heath, what's going on, buddy? So you know, just for those unfamiliar, My Friend Pedro, it's like a classic shoot 'em up video game propelled by a talking banana named Pedro. And then Bendy and the Ink Machine is kind of like puzzler, part survival horror. It's about like nightmarish cartoons come to life. So, you know, they've been fairly popular kind of, you know, in the cult, you know, indie kind of game markets. But I just find that super interesting. You know, there's Joe. Joe says that they're actually super popular PC games, and saying specifically Bendy is huge. So thank you, Joe. Appreciate it. So yeah, so that is pretty cool. I don't know, what do you think about the John Wick creator making video game turn TV series is?
I mean, I don't know. He's got a fucking pretty successful franchise already, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's gonna go one of two ways. It's gonna fucking kick ass or it's gonna tank. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be like a medium. I don't think it's gonna be like it's all right. I think it's either gonna be kick ass or it's gonna be garbage, and it's time will tell. I'm excited for it. I actually really am. Super popular games, really? We're gonna go there.
Actually, hey man, I think we got a caller. Hello, who's this? Hello. All right, we had a caller.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, it's probably I don't know. It's probably like fucking
prank call.
Come yell at me or something.
So yeah, no. So what else we got? Oh, here you go. Here's some good gaming news. So for those that know Minecraft, everybody knows Minecraft. It's one of like the biggest cult games of all time. Like it's one of the most popular PC games of all time. Spawned a billion copycats and things like it spawned things like Roblox and all these other popular games. So Minecraft released a new version today, or not a new version. It's kind of a new game. And the idea is it's called Minecraft Dungeons. It's basically kind of like your classic Diablo style top down, fight 'em, beat 'em up, loot driven, you know what I mean? Like the old, here, actually, shit, I can do you one better. Let's do this. I think I got something for this. I think I do. Do I? Do I? Yes, I do. I do. Check this out. Ready? One of my new transitions. Boop. Hey! Before people were saying, we can't see you when you do the full screen thing. So now you can see tiny me while I do this big screen thing. So this is Minecraft Dungeons. It was released today. It is an Xbox, like it's built by a team of Xbox Game Studios, right? But they are releasing it on Xbox, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, PC platform. And if you are a Xbox Game Pass subscriber, you will get it for free. Anyway, Steven, what's up, man? He's in the chats. He says that My Name Pedro, a Steam game, the graphics and physics look amazing. There you go, man. Check it out. It's obviously popular enough that people this guy wants to make a TV series out of it. So with Minecraft Dungeons, so like I said, it's gonna be in multi-platform. What is it? It's basically, instead of building up and going underground and doing all these things that you would do in Minecraft, this is more of a top-down perspective. You arm yourself with weapons, armor, abilities, take on new and familiar mobs. If you played any of like the Diablo series, it's very similar. You whack the enemy, you explore everything you can, you collect the loot, you level up your gear, and then you take on a bigger threat and rinse and repeat. You can do it by yourself or with friends. I think another really cool aspect of this game is there is a story mode to it. So you're not just like wanderingly aimlessly and just, looking for fights, which is fine, but there is kind of story quest you can follow. The last thing I'll say about it is that it is a multiplayer game, obviously. You can play it single player, but it's best shared multiplayer. The very cool thing is that it supports up to 4 players at the same time, and that can be either online or local co-op. So now you can only choose either local or multiplayer or online multiplayer. So you can't have like you and a dude playing at home and then joining up with 2 guys online. So it has to be either 4 people in your house or 4 people online, or up to 4 people online. And at this time, there's no online matchmaking. So like you can't just hit like, oh, let me, join this lobby and hope to be matched with other people. Like you actually have to have friends that are gonna link up and do that. Hey, what's up, Steven, man? Hey, thanks for joining. It's the second Steven. Thank you for joining, man. Checking us out. And the last thing I'll say about it is that cross-play, which means like I'm playing on Xbox, someone else is playing on PlayStation, someone else is playing on PC. Cross-play means we can all play together. That is not available at launch, but the team said they look forward to enabling that in the future. So if you're playing on PlayStation, you're playing on Xbox, but your friends only play on PC, then in the future you'll be able to get together and play. And then Heath with the Leroy Jenkins. That's right, man. Damn, it's so funny. I almost had a sound effect for that. So here, instead, since I don't, how about this? Yeah, because I should have had the sound effect. I actually had the sound effect for Leroy Jenkins, and then I changed it, but whatever. So instead, you get one of these.
Surprise, motherfucker.
All right. Sorry, I'm just having a good time here. I'm having a good time by myself. But yeah, what do you think, man? For the kids, you think they're into this style of game?
Oh, fucking yes, absolutely. That's half of what they do is play Minecraft. If they're not playing Minecraft, they're watching other kids on YouTube playing fucking Minecraft, or they're talking about Minecraft. They fucking won't shut up about it. Either see that or Fortnite, one of the two.
One of
Now,
the
if
two.
they like a Fortnite, Minecraft, if they could combine them two motherfuckers,
I mean,
it'd be unstoppable, man. It'd be unstoppable. And hey, all you nerds out there fucking listening, that's my idea of combining Minecraft and Fortnite. Fucking, I copyrighted that shit.
well, I hate to tell you, there are mods in like Fortnite where I've seen it online where they built like a Minecraft skin of the world in Fortnite. So like it's like you're playing Fortnite in Minecraft. It's really creepy, but it's a thing. So okay, I got a ton of stories, and we're running short on time, and we got a great guest coming up. So, super cool news. I've talked about this many times. I love Dead by Daylight. It's one of my favorite games to play. Me and my boys play all the time. Today was the 4th anniversary of Dead by Daylight. 4 years in, and they're still averaging like 1 million users a day. So for a console game, that was a small indie thing that started. I mean, that's incredible. What longevity, and they could keep improving the game. Like I said before, they have licensed characters, so they've got like Mike Myers and Freddy Krueger and the pig from Saw and all these, the Scream, Ghostface Killer. So for today's 4-year anniversary, they were teasing something huge. They're like, this is massive. It's a horror staple. It's gonna change heads. It's gonna do all this, that. So today they announced this, and I'm gonna show it to you. Boom! That is Pyramid Head from the Silent Hill franchise. So, in the past they've brought a movie and TV, because the Demogorgon from Stranger Things is technically streaming, but they brought those live action elements into the horror game. This is the first time we're getting to see a video game horror character jump from that video game to this new video game. So I'm super excited. I love the game. The new killer is Pyramid Head. The new survivor is Cheryl Mason, who was related to the other Mason from the game, and the elementary school thing that goes like the Munich building or something like that is the new map. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so awesome. And any of y'all think that y'all better than me in DBD, come at your boy. I will teach you a thing or two about Dead by Daylight. Man, dude, Radar, I gotta get you on that game, man. I gotta get you on the game. I think you'd love it. You like horror stuff, right?
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna throw this out there as a caveat.
Mm-hmm.
I've had this weekend. I had a little bit of time to play video games this weekend. I had about an hour to play some video games this weekend. That's it. Well, I'm busy, man.
What'd
I'm
you
busy.
play?
I played World of Tanks for a little bit, and then I played like two matches of World of Tanks, and then I played Ace Combat for a little bit.
Ooh, Ace Combat. I hear they're coming back with that. They are definitely trying.
Yeah, this is like the new one, Ace Combat 7, I think it is. Whatever, the latest one.
Right.
That one, it took like 3 years for it to finally drop. It really did. It was like out for, they kept saying it was going to be out like next month. It'd be out like 6 months, whatever. And I don't know. It doesn't. I think they kind of delayed it for too long, honestly. And
it's unfortunate, but that's how these things kind of happen.
I mean, graphics are fantastic. The graphics are amazing. They really are in it, and the gameplay is really good. If you like a flight simulator game, Ace Combat, I think it's Ace Combat 7 is the one it's got. It's amazing. It's just you basically only play campaign, and there's like a little bit of online multiplayer stuff, but
Right.
until you play like the campaign for 1 million years and get all the good jets, you're pretty dicked.
Yeah.
I hop there with an F4 fan. I'm getting my shit pushed in by like all these fucking crazy birds and shit. So I mean, like, you gotta be careful a little bit, but it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It really is. It's good. It's like if you've played any other ones, you'll like this one. It's the same, a lot of the same stuff in it. So
Nice. I've been waiting to use this. Hold on.
One eternity later.
right.
Sorry. I mean, I'm like looking for excuses to hit buttons.
Just wait for me to start talking. You can fucking do that shit all the time.
Apparently, I'm getting called out in the comments. It says that CQ is a very self-centered DBD player. He likes to watch his friends die with no remorse. You know what? Did I survive? I guess was it winners? What's the old adage, right? Like winners write the history books, right? Like so. I survived. You died. Only I need to live with that. Nobody else needs to know. You didn't make it, bro. That's all that matters. I'm a dick.
Regardless, he's got a point. The latest Ace Combat blows goats. It does. It's not as good.
Yeah.
The graphics are good. The old ones are way better. I think the old ones have better, maybe just a better fan base of it. If I'm honest, he's right though. He's not wrong that the latest Ace Combat kind of blows. It's still fun.
Yeah.
I still play it. But maybe I have to play something better. Like
Yeah.
Don't
Hey, don't bring your Ace Combat talk here. We're talking about DBD, all right? We're talking about current gen, which the new update will include like upgrade to 4K graphics. So I am super hyped when you have like a horror game. The more visceral and visual you can make it, like the more it adds to the story. So super pumped for the update when it comes out in June. So that's cool. Also,
absolutely.
Also, Modern Warfare, right? One of the biggest games right now. Boom. What's the story here? Well, if you know anything about Modern Warfare, they have a thing called the Battle Royale, which is the Warzone. You can do what's called quads, which is 4 team members versus like 80 other 4-man teams. And basically, the record has been broken for most kills by a 4-man team. The previous record held was 113, and the players called streamers. They're called TP, Symphony, Huskers, and Doug is Raw. Just set the new record for 121 kills in the Warzone. I mean, you got to think. I will play with 4 or 3 of my buddies, the 4 of us, and by the end of the round, as a team, we've got like 6 or 7 kills, and it's not like we're out there hiding. It's just, it's a big map that you'd have to cover the entire map to kill that many people. And you'd have to be incredibly like, team communicated and dialed in with your team members because like there's threats everywhere. So 121 kills by 4 players is, that's absolutely incredulous. You know anything about the battle royales?
I've played a little bit.
Yeah.
The fucking download's huge for that. But I didn't buy the game. Fuck that game. I ain't playing the game, but I kind of wanted to try that because I'm a big PUBG guy. I haven't played it in a minute, but I like that battle royale style and fuck a bunch of Fortnite with building walls and bullshit. But so I tried it out. I didn't hate it. It's just it just takes up a lot of space on my shit.
Yeah, and I mean it's for if you're just jumping into it, there's a steep learning curve to something like that. It's not just multiplayer where it's like, hey, grab your gun, shoot the enemy. Like there's so many elements to it. It's overwhelming. I'm somebody who's played every single Call of Duty that's ever come out, but I've never been a big battle royale fan. So jumping into it, it's like, man, there's you did this and mark that and find this and do this and then swap that and then change this and then it's your head spins. I'm like, I spend more time pressing, like looking at my maps and pressing buttons than I do like trying to kill people. Like that's the point of the game.
And the part of it too, like I remember when I first started playing like PUBG and shit, and like you run and run and run for like 20 minutes, and then you finally see somebody, and then like his buddy shoots you in the fucking back. You're like, God damn it, like this is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
But like Tina Ramos just said, USAREC Army Sports Team to step it up. They need to all these dudes and be like, hey, hey, some funny and Doug is raw. You want to join the army and just play video games? You like a staff sergeant. Shit. Make you to just fucking like they do that with the band, right? They just make them guys like captains or some shit. Like, all right, congratulations, you can play tuba. You're a captain.
Let me tell you something. They're recruiting. I did so my wife runs the marathons. She did the rock and roll or not the army marathon, the army marathon. And what they had big, recruit. I mean, it's obviously a giant recruitment drive as well. But one of the big trucks they had set up was the Army esports team, and like massive trucks. They had Xboxes set up, and obviously they're like getting kids to come play, and they're like, hey, here, take an Army shirt. Like, you ever think about joining? Like, they're hitting that young fan base hard. I watched it. I was standing there watching. I'm like, man, they're trying to recruit like 14-year-olds and 15-year-olds. They're like, hey, check, we play video games. You talk to guys, there's like 4 of them in the entire army, and they make it sound like it's an MOS that you can just kind of jump into.
It's going to be though. If they're getting with fucking, they're gonna hook up drones to these Xboxes and shit.
That's right. Hey, Addison, it's a trap. That's right. It is a trap.
It's a fucking game. You're actually like, I don't know. They got drones. They fucking dropping these dudes in like the Space Force.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's right. It's all connected, man. It's conspiracy. It's all connected.
So Elon Musk is behind all of it.
He's behind all of it, man. Ever since they launched that car, the Roadster, into space, that was it. That was the end.
Dude driving it. Yep. Hell yeah.
But all right, we got tons more. Ooh, what do we got coming up? Let's do what do we got? Ooh, movies. Let's do movies. I want to do movies.
Yeah, we should do movies.
There you go. Okay. Small sound effects. I've been tinkering around. Adobe Premiere is awesome. I've been tinkering around with sound effects. Okay. Oh, here's a cool story. So Mission Impossible, right? We've talked about it before. Like every other movie that's been filming around the world, it's been put on hold. Cast has been sent home. So it's been so long that now a lot of issues are with actors who have commitments, right? These guys plan out like years in advance. Like, okay, I'm going to shoot this movie from this month to this month. Then I'm going to shoot this from this month to this month. Like, that's how some of the bigger actors are doing it. So now movies are getting pushed back so far that if they weren't done principal photography, we're running into issues where they're going to be overlapping on projects. And that hasn't always gone well, and especially in the Mission Impossible franchise, because when Henry Cavill was shooting Mission Impossible 6, he had to go back and shoot Superman stuff for Justice League, and we saw how well that worked out. But in the latest of who's in and who's out, I've got this. Let's pull this up. Where the crap did I put you? There you are. All right, check this out. Boom. That's Nicholas Hoult. You guys might remember Nicholas Hoult as he played Hulk, Beast, in the most recent X-Men movies. He was Beast. He signed on to be the big bad guy for the next Mission Impossible 7. Well, it was just reported earlier today that replacements have had to be made. He is out of the picture. He is no longer going to be the film's villain because of conflict with another commitment. They shut down production back in February, and with this ongoing pandemic, production resumes. He's out, but who's in? I have the answer. It's this guy. Hang on. Where'd you go on me? There he is. I got him. So, Nicholas Hoult in. Boom! That is, I'm going to butcher the name. It's Isaiah? E-S-A-I. How do you pronounce that? E-S-A-I. S-A. 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 S-A.
It's PJ
Esse. That PJ Esse. It's Esse Morales. He will be the new villain for Mission Impossible 7. I'm sure they're not just writing a new villain. They're just taking the actor out and putting the new actor in. Yeah, it's unfortunate because there was just an interview not too long ago with Nicholas Hoult where he was talking about the role and in the movie. He was saying it's a franchise I've loved since I was a kid. He said it meant so much for him to be a part of the series. He said, I'm a big fan of Tom Cruise and the director, what they do, their approach to it. They're so dedicated to their craft and created the best movies possible. So he's out, unfortunately. But Morales is fresh off How to Get Away with Murder, which wrapped up its final season in May, and previously appeared on such shows as Criminal Minds, NCIS Los Angeles, and Netflix's Ozark. So there is your villain for the next Mission Impossible series, or Mission Impossible 7. What do you got thoughts? Yeah, have you? I mean, I've enjoyed the Mission Impossible movies of late. How about you?
They've been all right.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things. I sometimes I feel like they're reaching. Sometimes I'm really like, I really like them. So I'm excited. I'll watch it. You'll make me, and I'll watch it. And no, I'm just kidding. I'm not saying like that, but I don't know. Like I think there's been some high notes and low notes in that franchise, and we'll see what happens.
Right.
Like that.
Oh, I appreciate it. That's a good point. Great point. Let's see. Oof. I got a great story, man. Do we have enough time to cover it all though? Yeah, you know what? Screw it. We got time.
20? Yeah.
we got plenty of time. So for my comic book fans out there, for my movie comic book fans of comic book movies out there, this is crazy news. And I'm kind of at a loss for it, because if you asked me, I would have put my money on this never happening, but it's happening. What am I talking about? Is we've talked many times on this show about what the fuck is DC doing with their movie universe. It is a mess, absolute mess. And Justice League was kind of the culmination of that mess. Now, a lot of people want to talk about the Zack Snyder cut. For those that don't know, Zack Snyder was the originator. He kind of built this franchise, and he was gonna finish it off and put it in this Justice League movie, and there was gonna spin off a bunch of other movies and a bunch of other sequels and other franchises were gonna come out of it, and it all kind of fell apart. Now, halfway through shooting it all, he had a family issue. I think like his I want to say it was like his daughter committed suicide or something like that. Something terrible, something horrible. He had to step away from the project. They brought in Joss Whedon because, he did so amazing with Avengers, and Joss Whedon kind of finished the movie, but a lot of reports were that it was a completely different movie. Like, it was changed dramatically. And so since the release of that movie, which didn't do well, people have been screaming, we want the Zack Snyder cut. We want that director's, what was his vision for that movie? Now, I would have banked that there's no way it was going to happen because he wasn't finished shooting his movie, so you're not gonna put his movie out there. They'd have to reshoot stuff, and they'd have to finish stuff. The other thing is, like, reportedly his cut of the movie was like 3 hours long or something like that, and it was so much more crazier. Well, all that being said, I'm gonna show you this. It's happening. They are going to release the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League, the movie, in 2021 on HBO Max, only on HBO Max. Now, this is crazy for so many reasons. I feel like I have to explain here, because to release this movie, to finish it, just to finish it so that it can be released, is going to cost them upwards of $20 to $30 million to finish a movie that's already been released. That's